Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and welcome to a Flossy Friday. Let's just dive in. I've already recorded this and it almost hit 50 minutes because I wanted to talk about some stuff, but maybe I will just make that a separate video so that way you can watch it or not watch it. But let me just tell you what it would possibly be about because I've recorded the video many times and not had the guts to post it, and today I was finally gonna have the guts, but I don't feel like repeating everything right now. But I do want to post a video for today. But the gist is I know that I've mentioned before that like 85 to 90% of why I've kind of been missing some weeks in recording is because I've been really tired from work, really tired in general, and kind of in pain. All of those are true. And I didn't really want to go into the 10-15% that is the other side of why I haven't really wanted to record. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about and just kind of make it more of like an open discussion, not really, or not, kind of just more of like a dialogue and just expressing how I've been feeling, not for sympathy, not for answers, although if you have any, you could have provided them, but just to have an open conversation about what's been really going on in my mind. And the real big thing is how I feel about where I am in the community and those kinds of things. And it's just made it a little discouraging some weeks to make a video, on top of the other issues of being passed out and then you wake up and it's really late, and so you have to do all the things and then go to bed to do it all over. So it hasn't entirely been this reason, but it has been one of the reasons where it has been a little discouraging. So I think actually I will make that its own video and post it soon, so it can be kind of like its own thing. And maybe then I can like actually write down like a flow of what I want to say, because I was just kind of winging it. All right, so let me show you my fabric of the month for July really fast. So it was for July, so my free gift this month was an America pin, and this like American little like memo notepad thing. So pretty cute. And it came in a little red thing. I don't know, some people might have gotten like navy or something, but mine was red. So my Baker's Dozen fabric for this month was Heroic, actually, which funny enough, I know that different people get different ones depending on like the size of their fabric that they picked, the count, the type of fabric and whatnot. But this month I got Heroic, which I think is kind of perfect because it is the like tan, red, and blue. And so funny enough, I have a piece of Heroic Ada next to me because I picked out one of the whips, or the whip that I was doing on this that I didn't want anymore. So I picked it out. So much bolder like pinks and blues on this, on the Ada version of this fabric. Much bolder. Really like it, but I also really like this Lugana. So another thing is that the tan is just a little bit darker. It's a little bit more of like a goldy sand tan than this one. This is more of like a really light beige tan. All these descriptive words. But like the pink and blue is a lot more subtle in here. So yeah, I really, whenever I first saw this and saw how subtle some of like the coloring was, I thought this would actually be perfect for Lady of the Flag, because I do want to do her on a linen, because I do want to give my hand at 1/1 for her skin. And so I don't know, I think that this might be perfect to bring out the colors in the flag because they are so subtle. I kind of like the tan color on this Lugana because it kind of looks like an old piece of like parchment or something like that with some smears of red and blue, or pink and blue. And I want to make her a brunette, and I'm going to do her in the green Lady Liberty colorway. So I think actually she would stand out really nice on this. If you want to leave a comment down below your opinion on that, do it. Okay. So let's talk about whips. So I have been working on my friend's present for his birthday. And I'm going to have a special video coming out about his company and the games, because I feel like more females really need to get involved with crypto, and their company is really cool because if you're really good at phone games, computer games, and things like that, if you get in the leaderboard each week in the top 3, you actually win money in the form of cryptocurrency. So if you've been like kind of wanting to dabble in the cryptocurrency world as far as an investment goes, and you're good at gaming, it's one way to kind of like risk-free get kind of going in it. And so, and I know the guys, well, I know my friend in real life. But I've been like associated and talking with the other guys of the company through Twitter for like 3 years now, but I've really been getting to know them the last couple of months. And so I've been talking to them, wanting to help promote on the IG, and also by making some videos where I'm going to show just how horrible I am at playing the games, because I am not good at games. But to kind of show what they are and do like a preview, because one of them is in beta and I am a beta tester. And actually I won 2nd place in my race today, which is really fun. Definitely not ranked, but I won a race. But anyways, so that's kind of fun. So something about that is going to be coming soon. But yeah, so I finished filling in the I and the ion circle. So I need to finish filling in the N and this O over here, and I need to put in the M and the Y. And I haven't really decided how I want to finish this. I don't think I want to put it behind glass, even though he is a boy. Don't really trust him to not wreck it, not being behind glass. But I don't know, and maybe y'all can leave me a comment down below if you've ever used the DMC glow in the dark thread. Is it less effective if it's behind glass? That's something that I don't know. If it's still pretty effective behind glass, I think I might frame it with glass. But otherwise I might canvas finish it and then put it in an open frame for him. Not really sure. I haven't decided how I want to do it. But yeah. Okay, so then in my last video, which I know was now, I guess 3 weeks ago, I had just started or was going to start that day Pretty Little Hawaii, and I did start it, and I'm actually really close to finishing this, but I just needed a break from it. I had it out for 2 weeks and I almost got finished with it. I just needed a break. And I didn't religiously stitch on it for the 2 weeks. It is the only whip that I had out for those 2 weeks, but there were days where I was in a lot of pain, and so I literally just laid on the couch. And I am envious of y'all who can sit on a couch and stitch, and like y'all have all the things around you to like hold your paper and like your highlighter up in the air. That doesn't work for me. I've tried it. And I do have a table right next to my couch that is a good, decent height, but it hurts my back and my neck to turn to look at it. So that's why I sit on the floor on a pillow with my coffee table right in front of me, and I stitch literally like staring at it downwards. It's just more comfortable for me. So I'm jealous of y'all that have like recliners and stuff. I think that's really neat, and maybe one day I can get there. But anyways, I just needed a break from it. So I have like the water down on the bottom, a little bit left over here, you know, the water. And then I have this mountain, fill in the I was gonna say flags, fill in the clouds, finish these buildings, and some more like water and stuff over here. So pretty close to finishing. This may come back out this next week, and we'll get to that in just a second. But this last week, I have been working on my oldest whip, which is my Victoria sponge. So, I had a little bit of this thinner border and all the way up here. I think it was about right here. So I finished that. I had just the sides of the caster sugar to finish, and then I had the baking powder, the whisk, and the butter. I had all of that to finish, and then I did, you know, these little like spirals and the words up here. So that's what I've been working on. Again, I have not stitched every single day. So that's where I am with this, and I'll probably finish this part tonight. And whenever I do, I will officially be 50% done with this pattern. And I may do a little bit from the top or from the bottom before this gets put away, which brings me to my next point. Some of y'all are doing the August arboretum, I don't know, where you work on a different whip every single day of August. I've talked about this before. I do not do well with switching things every single day, but I did see EJ Creates on Instagram. She was using an app called Tiny Decisions, and it is you can customize a spin wheel for yourself, and it's an app. And I've seen these before, but I never really liked the look of them and never really had a reason to need a spin wheel app. But this one was like really colorful and fun, and so I downloaded it myself and I created a couple of wheels. I have 4 of them, and they all do different things. And I wanted to show myself spinning the wheel on camera, but tonight I am recording on my phone once again. Because it's just easier today. Like I said, been in pain. So if y'all wanted a video, this is how it's happening today. Oh, and by the way, Adele, before you bring it up, it is coming. I'm sorry. I've edited like half of it. It's happening. Second ASMR video next week. It's happening this weekend. I'm finishing editing. I'm gonna get it ready. Probably Monday. All right. Anyways, so EJ had this app, so I downloaded it. I made a couple of spin wheels, and you can only have 3 for free. So I needed a 4th one, and it was 99 cents to upgrade, no ads, unlimited wheels, spins, everything. So 99 cents, not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to religiously use this method from here on out, but I think it'd be fun to do maybe like every other month, have the wheel pick what I'm gonna do. So I spun the wheel twice for this upcoming week because I kind of want to split my week up into 2, because I have been putting so much time into the last couple of months into whips. So I put things on this wheel. It was like basically like a what to stitch. So there's like Stitcher's Choice, New Start, Oldest Whip, Least Amount of Progress, Closest Finish, oh my gosh, my Haid. There's like Least Favorite Whip, which I have a few. Michelle definitely knows which one of them is. Those kinds of things. And so I spun the wheel twice tonight, and the first one was Oldest Whip. So I'm just going to continue working on Victoria Sponge for the next couple of days, and about midweek I will put it away for what my second spin was, which is Closest Finish. So I think it's fair to say that Pretty Little Hawaii is probably going to be my closest finish. And so I think I might be able to finish it in 2 days if I really put some work into it. So we're going to try. And if I do finish it, then I will stick with the spin of Closest Finish. And I will probably pull out my 12 Days of Christmas by the Frosted Pumpkin, because I think that is my next closest finish. Because I just have a few random little motifs to put in like the final 2 blocks. and then it's just the border, the lace border. So I think that's honestly my next closest whip to be finished. And the cool thing about this app, Tiny Decisions, and this is definitely not sponsored, I just think it's a fun app, is I can edit it. So if I do finish a whip, I can remove them from my whip wheel and things like that. So the next time I record on my computer, I can go over the 4 different spinners that I created for my whips and my stitching. And I just think it'd be really fun. So I think once a week, or my weekly video, I will be spinning twice my what to stitch, and some of them will say like spin a specific wheel, and I'll have to go spin that wheel or whatever, and those will be the 2 whips that I work on that week. So like I said, that's what I'm doing for August. I'm gonna have like some more, there's 2 Christmas presents that I definitely want to make, so I'm gonna have to put those in there. And present is actually on the wheel, so that way, you know, if I start some presents in September but don't get them finished and I go back to using the wheel in October, I have a chance of getting them pulled. But then in November, I might have to not use the wheel because I might have to finish some stuff. So you see what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna be like a fun added element for every other month or something like that. I think it'll just be really fun. Or if I just can't decide what I want to stitch on, I'll go to my wheel. I also need to be a little bit better about filling out my blog. The last 3 months I've been kind of like whimsy when I'm gonna post, and I've also been whimsy about when I'm gonna post in my blog. I apologize. Like I said, I've just been really tired, and I haven't felt like sitting at the computer because it's been painful, and there's just stuff. So I'll try to be better at it as I start feeling better. And I think the other stuff I'm gonna make into its own video, so look out for that soon as well. ASMR video coming soon, and hopefully some minimalism videos coming soon as well. And I hope that y'all have a great stitchy week. I've missed y'all, and yeah, thanks for sticking around. Bye guys.